All right, welcome to Clix Fix again. Uh, if you watched my first video, this is my second. So, I just had an idea here for some team building stuff, but I'm not a huge competitive player. Once in a while, I might go to a more competitive event, um, but I wanted to do some team building that might be a little more new player friendly type stuff and wallet friendly. So the idea is I pulled this really cool figure. I can't buy all this other crazy stuff that might be best with him, but what do I do with him if this is like the one cool figure that I pulled? Um, so the rules for this kind of build for me is basically pulp plus. You take one super rare prime chase, something like that, that's kind of difficult to pull, um, and then with the rest of the team, it basically rules of pulp. I might leave open some points to put on some equipment if if they have if the whoever's building like this has any equipment to put on characters. We'll see. But anyway, let's do the first one, and we'll start with some of the figures I pulled from the new Deadpool and Weapon X set. We'll start with this guy here, Magneto. Really awesome sculpt here, and he's a really cool figure. Let's just look at him really quick. Well, using HC units, love HC units. Magneto, he's got three keywords: Acolytes, Brotherhood of Mutants, and Ruler. Got the Brotherhood team ability, first or only trait, Pulse Wave, Telekinesis. Traded Pulse Wave is always good. Telekinesis, okay on himself. It'll, he's the big figure on the team, so hope that other characters would be using telekinesis to get him around to attack. Anyways, then power once per game, choose one. Unequip all other characters, including yours. This game, Magneto has characters within range can't generate terrain. Or this game, characters with the robot or vehicle keyword modify attack, defense, and speed -1. So all those are going to be situationally dependent. Does your opponent have a ton of equipment you want to get rid of, or have them drop and waste a turn picking it back up, or just not get the benefits from it anymore, or see if you can steal it from them? Or if you want to equip somebody who can't normally be equipped at the beginning of the game, you can have all your guys drop their stuff and maybe have Kong pick up something. Um, anyway, just some thoughts on those. If you have if they're opponents that can generate terrain, you get rid of that. And if they have robots and vehicles that are dangerous to you, you can, depower them a little bit. I would have liked for them to include armor, but robots and vehicles is okay. The big scary ability he has, his attack power that he has most of his dial. When Magneto hits, until your next turn, hit targets can't reduce damage or be healed. So that basically melts. So as long as they don't roll shape change or super senses or mastermind off of him, then they can't reduce anything, no matter what they have. Invincible, impervious. If they roll, it's penetrating, but way better. And it's for the rest of the turn. So any other follow up attacks will, destroy the character. It definitely happened to me in Sealed. My Prime Colossus just got melted by Magneto and Zombie Wolverine. But maybe that's another another thing to talk about, another video. And he's got 2 stop clicks here at the end. Stop, Mastermind. He can only be healed by support. Okay, so Magneto is our cool piece. You can see the build I have here. I went with the ruler keyword. Again, for these videos, or not again, but for these builds, I'm going to be doing modern builds just because if you need to pick up some pieces, it might be easier to get some of the modern stuff that people don't, have tucked away in storage, and they'll be more willing to trade or sell if it's, rare and easier to get. So let's go with the next piece down. Oh, yeah, ruler. Because I was looking at acolytes. There aren't that many acolytes in modern right now. So not the best. Brotherhood of Mutants isn't really big right now either. If you go back into silver, if you're doing a silver game, you can find some good acolytes, good Brotherhood of Mutants pieces that you can put in there. Like, I'm thinking I just really like the super rare Juggernaut from House of X. He's a fun one. Anyway, so I went with ruler because there are a decent amount of good rulers in modern right now. First off, we have also from the same set, Strife. Got the ruler. So wanted to have have some leadership on there. Again, if you look at, I love this thing that HC Units does. It kind of says, okay, do you have these very often critical powers for a team? Don't have any perplex on the team, but yeah. So leadership here with Strife. So he can take tokens off of Magneto, because you can see he's the big, but we're playing him at 175. Remember, these are for fun games. I also want him at 175 just so he has, that much more life, and the 19 with Invincible a bit longer. Anyway, back to Strife. Friendly bystanders modify attack +1 and can use plasticity. That is not going to really come into play with this team. If you were doing a ruler team, maybe with bigger points, and had the giant size Apocalypse Legacy that puts out all those bystanders, the horsemen, that could be pretty cool with Strife. But can't be on this team because he's beyond rare. And we're playing him at 50 points, so it's just these 4 dials. And he has the TK, so he can put Magneto out where he might want to be. Shape change outwit, that's where outwit comes from. So if a character has, shape change, super senses, mastermind, and you really need to get that character, if they're susceptible to outwit, Strife can come in and do that, so Magneto can come and melt them. So nasty. Anyway, so that is Strife, 50 points. Absalon Mercator, another piece that I found fun. I haven't actually played with him yet, but he's pretty cool. I played against him. Going with the ruler keyword, prefer to heal, but sometimes I have to hurt. Exploit weakness and support he has throughout his whole dial, but he has that stop click there on the end. So having support is great because that's the only way that Magneto can heal off of his stop clicks. So kind of want to keep him around so he can heal Magneto if need be. So people might see that and be like, oh, I got to get rid of him. So if they try to get rid of him, he's got that stop click, which can be, at the beginning of your turn, you may choose an opposing character, roll a d6, and if a 5-6, you can deal that character 2 penetrating damage. Possibility of getting 2 penetrating for free on any character that you want. Pretty awesome if they don't, take him out in 1 turn. So then to fill out the rest of the points, because this goes to a full 300, one of the reasons I did that full 300 is because of if you want to use Magnetos, unequip all other characters with this style of building a team, you don't want to, unequip yours and waste time on you. So, last one, leader from the Avengers 60th set. Really, really like this leader. He is a source of prob, which is great. Not more TK if we need to move that Magneto around. And he has awesome traded mind control, which ignores a bunch of stuff for line of sight when he does. And he can mind control 3 characters. So if, you need more attacks on your opponent because you put 170.5 points into Magneto here, then, mind control 3 of their guys and make them hit each other. He's pretty freaking sweet. Only a 10 attack, but when it lands, it's great. So that is the team. Some other main pieces that I was considering and looking at were the 2 Storms from X of Swords and from the OP set, from the event set. Both really, really good versions of Storm, really good, and you can give them swords if you want to have them equipped. Don't let them drop them. Nightmare is a fun ruler if you want to make sure that they don't clear a ton. He's also some outwit and some poison when he's at 55 points. I mean, you could play him at 115 with Magneto, and then you only have 10 more points for maybe an equipment that you want. It lets him have his mind control and some stealth. Just possibilities. Aquaman is a great one, especially if you're also using Strife, because he has the tentacle bystanders. I played against him, and he can be super, super annoying. Those tentacles don't like him. And these, also for consideration, if you have a higher point team, you can just add some of these on if you want. Hero, fun option. He's, got Pulse Wave. Not hard to pass up on Pulse Wave, right? Steal Energy with close end range and the stop click. And, one of the beat sticks of pulp these days is Black Adam. Really good ruler. Yeah, I was considering putting him on there just at his 100. He's nasty. But yeah, that's the team. I mean, if you have more of the more rare figures to go with Magneto, or you can play him at 100 points, do more with him. There's some great other rulers out there, the Prime Colossus, this Hellfire Gala, Doctor Doom, not including those ones because not everybody buys the Iconics and all those separate package stuff. Kong, he's a ruler. If you got Kong, put him on there. Blackheart, he's a ruler, but his usefulness is not great in this team because he's it's not monsters or mystical to move him around. Ghost Rider is great if you want to protect Magneto from getting outwitted with his defense and just dying. There's a lot of really good rulers that you can put on there. Prime Camo, Zod or Sanan. So many options. Oh, and all of the Masters of Evil. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, that's the team. Let me know what you think. Maybe give me some of your suggestions. What would you do with your Magneto? Thanks. Bye.